Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Abdulaziz Hedaib.
And I am Mahad.
The name of our company is Lockheed Martin. It's one of the leading developers of defense technologies across the globe. It specializes in defense aircraft. We have been working in this company for 3 years as engineers, and we also are part of the team that works in developing the latest defense technologies for Lockheed Martin. The purpose of this presentation is to address Mr. Robert J. Stevens to discuss some problems that relate to the Joint Strike Fighter program and propose some possible solutions for those issues. The JSF initiative was started by 8 countries to develop a state-of-the-art attack fighter with advanced fighting and stealth capabilities. This dream is materialized in the form of F-35. However, this program has been in disarray lately and it's way behind the schedule, and the cost is rising as a result. This is due to some technical difficulties that hinder the production of F-35. Okay, Mr. Stevens, let's get to the point. We all know that F-35 is designed to be an aircraft like no other, with unmatched stealth and maneuvering capabilities. However, the production of this aircraft has been progressing at very slow pace due to some problems in the design and performance issues. First, the F-35 is a short takeoff and a landing aircraft, and due to some problems in the design and weight, we're having difficulty carrying out this function. Secondly, the current engine is not performing as required, and it's a major setback in the aircraft performance. Thirdly, the aircraft is not undetectable stealthy to radar as it should have been. Not to mention that the delay and the repeated modification of the design is causing an alarming increase in the cost. Now let's move to the solution.
In the brief research that we've conducted, we found 3 possible options that can help us in solving these problems. Firstly, there is a company called Aerobase that has come up with a design for our engine. It's a very innovative design that allows the engine to carry out the STOVL functions easily without any problem, and it's very fuel efficient. The initial tests conducted by the company show that this engine is very efficient as well as consistent, something that has been lacking in our previous engines. Secondly, the engineers from US Marines have come up with a design for this aircraft, a design which I really feel which has a type of aerodynamic structure for the aircraft that can really help us in improving the stealth capabilities of F-35. Then I was going over the design for our Predator aircraft, and I felt that there are many flaws, many problems that we could easily overcome. So we will have our best engineers look at those designs and modify them in order to optimize the performance of our aircraft. So now I'm going to just go over how this analytical report will materialize. Firstly, the timeline. The timeline consists of four major stages. Initial stage consists of planning, extensive planning, and looking at the problem with detail and finalizing our part orders. It is followed by a brief stage of 3 months where we order the parts and we put together a team of skilled individuals. This will be followed by a stage where we integrate the parts into our aircraft and we modify the design of our aircraft according to the design the Marines came up with. Finally, we have the testing and evaluation phase, which will be carried out very carefully in order to weed out any possible problems that we might have. As for the budget, it's going to take about $10 million to actually carry out this analytical report. I know it's a huge sum, but considering how this project costs us $1 trillion because of the issues we're having, we could spend this amount, just this $10 million, to solving these problems. So we're going to spend like 30% on purchasing parts, 20% on hiring workforce, then 40% the major bulk is going to go to setting up the testing environment and other technical operations, and the 10% will be reserved for miscellaneous. Right, as for the staffing, we're going to need about 30 qualified aeronautical engineers, about 20 skilled technicians, 15 expert analytical experts, and 200 people for manual labor. Right? And the research that we carry out will culminate into an analytical report that will be ready by November 24th or possibly sooner. So, Mr. Stevens, we know the JSF initiative is on the verge of falling apart. I mean, it's a $1 trillion project. It's the part of 8 nations. It's such an important project. There's no turning back right now. So we really need to take proper steps to get this project back on track. And I believe that the research is just a step in the right direction. So I'm asking you now to give us the permission to carry out this research and get an analytical report So this might just be what we need to save our project and possibly improve it.